time now for the BHL morning news on this Thursday morning, November 19th, 2015. And good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, November 19th, 2015. Here are your news headlines. Here to the top story here at 8:30 on this Thursday morning. Here is French investigators said Thursday that Abdelhamid Aboued, the suspected ringleader of the Paris terrorist attack, said Wednesday a major police operation in the suburb of the city. New York City officials found that they were prepared to handle any terror threat late Wednesday after a video released by ISIS praised the recent attacks in Paris while using previous footage to determine a suicide bomber prepared to attack Times Square. Donald Trump has gained political strength since the Paris terrorist attacks last Friday, according to the most of the polls released in the aftermath. British police have finally arrested a Libyan man for conspiracy to murder a police woman who was killed in London as part of the 1984 terrorist attack masterminded in Tripoli. China on Thursday vowed justice for China's national kidnapped and perpetrated enslaved by the Islamic State. The Chinese government will resolutely oppose any forms of terrorism and resolutely strike any violent terrorist criminal activities. Anderson County, Texas, the lone survivor of the shooting that took the lives of 6 at a Texas campsite earlier this weekend from the gunman during the shooting, according to the West Ward released Wednesday. The man suspected ringleading in last Friday's Paris attacks that killed 129 people who bragged to the Deacon State one step ahead of Western intelligence was killed in the police raid north of Paris on Wednesday. Stockholm, Swedish police said Thursday advised the suspect of at lunch after the country raised its threat assessment at the highest level ever. Manila inclusion in interrogation were the primary themes at the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation that formed that concluded about Manila on Thursday. Boko Haram advised as the world's deadliest militant group news study says. This is geography we're this weekend. Recognizing that too many young Americans are able to make effective decisions, understand geospatial issues, or even recognize their impacts as global citizens. As National Geographic created this annual map, authorities have recovered a weapon used in a murder of the pregnant wife in India pastor late last week, police said Tuesday. Prosecutor in City, Louisiana, David Miller was striking in a positive note for a few minutes as he loves word he Gordon and Mr. River, the United States Senator, now running for governor of Louisiana, are not some small gathering. Texas education officials rejected allowed university experts fact-check textbooks that provide a state's 5.2 million public school students. Students offer a preliminary compensation that the automaker reportedly faces a key deadline with environmental regulators.
Sanders Ball, Irving just tried to see Bill Illinois as CEO. U.S. stock future index futures are higher Thursday, a day after minutes from the Federal Reserve to a meeting fund. A December interest rate hike imported a cautious approach. Payment startup Square priced its initial public offer at a level lower than it earlier indicated as. Analysts are looking at the company's debut on the stock exchange today as a test on how public markets are about high profile profit. Okay, now 17,737.68, S&P 528.58, and Nasdaq 5,075.20. Observations of a large binocular telescope have been shown adaptive optic system showing belt objects clear in the region on LKCA 15, a young star. Astronomers have been detected of seven baffling from the further frontiers of our observable universe, massive galaxies, lots of massive galaxies that should exist. Antarctic ice melt may not have been much to impact on the sea level rise, as the first part of the sea level rise. In Los Angeles, customers food the operator of McDonald's restaurant in Waterloo, New York on Wednesday after diners were exposed to food and drinks prepared by a worker with hepatitis A, a virus that causes contagious liver infections. People whose viruses are impaired because of severely damaged vocal cords someday can get help from injured cords, researchers suggest. In Nika, early morning tool on fire, boat delay.
Peter Chaldusa, 8:35 on this Thursday morning here. Sign up for a sports report here. The Knock Lanterns boys soccer team are in the state finals on Saturday after a hard-fought 3-2 victory over the Swampscott Big Blue here. As Knock will be taking on the Douglas Tigers on Saturday. Date, time, and location to be determined here. Should be a good one. While the Boston Celtics fall to the Dallas Mavericks 106-102. The initial shock evidence suspect and fought the Tiger Woods having to drive a golf cart around Hasletide National Acceptor and the vice captain out focused on the thing quickly became clear so much for the notion that Woods and I invested in the Ryder Cup. Steve found Gilbert rest of the Buffalo Bills didn't really do a good job against the Patriots tight end, who finished with 7 catches and 117 yards in the day. That saw Tom Brady for 466 yards overall. Peter Chaldusa is out 8:36, and it is time for a travel report here on this Thursday morning. Let's start it off out and down here. We're 1:30 on the westbound side, a little slow on the Newport Bridge here. 95 on the northbound side, so from Coventry all the way out to Route 4 in North Kingstown here. 93 to the north, 95 on the northbound side is slow from Route 37 to Crescent all the way out to downtown Providence here. 295 on the northbound side, so from Route 37 to Crescent all the way out to Route 6 in Johnson, doing an accident here on 295 northbound around Route 14 here. 146 on the northbound side, and the next around Route 95. So expect delays on 146 on the southbound side from Route 15 all the way to Route 95. 95 on the southbound side, so from Second all the way to downtown Providence here. 185 on the westbound side, and so also from Seacock all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side, and so from 185 all the way to Route 6 in Dartmouth here. In New Bedford here. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow before Route 120 to get to there. Route 3 to the northbound side, so from James Street to Kingham to Unit Street and Braintree here. 495 on the northbound side, it is so from 109 in Milford all the way to Route 90 Massachusetts Turnpike in Westboro here. Massachusetts on the eastbound side is Sullivan, Grafton here. 120 on the southbound side is so after Route 130 in Canton all the way up to the Braintree split. 120 to the northbound side it is so from Route 1 in Norwood all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. Southeast Express to the northbound side so from Bass Pike all the way. Southeast Express to the northbound side so for the Braintree split all the way at the South Boston area around the Mass Ave Bridge here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side is so from Natick all the way out to the Austin Brad Tolls Mass back into the westbound side. It is so from Logan Airport all the way to South Boston, and they did breaks again from the Newton Quarter here. They 120 to the northbound side. Get the next around Grove Street, so expect for delays here. I never acted 120 around the Mass Pike, so expect for delays here. 93 on both ends in downtown Boston, a little slow here. 7 to 10 a little slow. Callan Tunnel looking good. Route 1 in the southbound side. It's so from Route 6 in River all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. 93 to the southbound side, it's off 129. Wolfton all the way at the Zakin Bridge here. 120 to the southbound side, it is off from Linfield all the way out to Route 3 to Woburn, and then hit the brakes again from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Waltham here. Around Tremelo Road here. Newburyport Turnpike had an accident before Route 120, so expect delays. Route 3 in the southbound side, a little slow after Route 185 in Chelsea, and hit the brakes again before Route 128 in Burlington here on Route 3 South. 185 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 117 in Stowe, Mass. 290 in the eastbound side is slow from 146 all the way out to Route 9. '93 on the southbound side, a little slow before Route 495 in Andover. 495 on the southbound side, it is slow from 28 in Andover all the way out to Route 93. Route 3 on the southbound side of Devon Turnpike, a little slow after 293 Manchester, New Hampshire. 93 on the northbound side, a little slow before Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. Main Turnpike looking good from York to Augusta via Potter here. And 295 looking good from Port Maine all the way out to the Augusta Main here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the MBTA here. Subway system looking good here on the Commuter Rail. They are looking good, and the ferries are looking good. Peter Chaldusa is out 8:40 here on Peter Chaldusa 8:39 here on this Thursday morning. Time out for weather report for today. Chance to shine after 2 p.m. Clouds have about 56 degrees. Let's stop. East wind increase at 5 to 9 miles per morning. Winds can gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Just patience 50%. New precipitation less than 10 minutes possible. Tank showers and thunderstorms also possible to 3 a.m. Pittsburgh, lower at 52 degrees. Southeast wind about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Gust high as 31 miles an hour. Just patience 100%. New rain from March will have a 3/4 inch possible. Friday showers likely possibly a thunderstorm before 1 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Pittsburgh before 9 a.m. was clouds skies. The gradually becoming mostly skies. How about 38 degrees and calmly becoming northwest wind 5 to 9 miles an hour in the morning. Wind can gust high as 22 miles an hour. Just patience 70%. New precipitation between the 10 coordinate checks of how about possible thunderstorms. Friday night, most coast skies about 31 degrees. Northwest about 7 miles an hour. Gust high as 20 miles an hour. For Saturday, most skies about 47 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles an hour. Saturday night, chance of showers may after 2 a.m. Most skies about 34 degrees. Chance of patience 30%. Sunday, chance of showers before 3 p.m. Part skies about 50 degrees. Chance of patience 40%. Saturday night, part skies about 29 degrees. Monday, Sunday, most skies about 42 to about 26 degrees. Tuesday, Sunday, most skies have about 46 to about 28 degrees. And for Wednesday, sunny skies have about 48 degrees. Here, currently here, not near 36 degrees with most skies humidity 93%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this November 19th, 2015 here on a Thursday. Peter Wiggins, you have a good morning with a good positive. So you have 12 noon for a noontime report. Have a good morning.